Welcome back to our channel. Did you know that the liver is the largest internal organ in our body? It works around the clock, purifying our blood, processing toxins, and producing bile. The liver also stores nutrients and energy. However, when the liver is not healthy, it can disrupt the entire body's function. Today we're going to talk about 10 common foods, products, supplements, and vitamins that can be harmful to your liver. These substances can cause inflammation and fat buildup in the liver, which may lead to cirrhosis over time. Many of these items are things we use daily, and unfortunately, they often go unnoticed in the products we consume because of misleading advertisements or labels. In this video, I'll uncover the truth about these hidden dangers and provide tips on how to avoid them. We'll also explore healthier alternatives and steps you can take to protect your liver. Let's dive in. 1. Salt. Salt, while a common component in our diet, poses significant health risks when consumed in excess. It's well known that high salt intake can lead to elevated blood pressure and cardiovascular issues, but it also negatively impacts liver health. Consuming too much salt can cause cellular deformation, swelling, and even the death of liver cells, potentially leading to fibrosis. Over time, this scarring can harden the liver and result in cirrhosis, a serious condition affecting liver function. Interestingly, most of the salt in our diet doesn't come from what we add at the table, but from processed and canned foods. Ready-made meals, such as lasagnas and dishes from restaurants, often contain high levels of salt to enhance flavor. To reduce your salt intake, focus on replacing common table salt with various seasonings like turmeric, cardamom, mustard, black pepper, and nutmeg. For example, adding grated nutmeg to salads with olive oil can be a flavorful and healthier alternative. The American Heart Association recommends consuming no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day, about 1 teaspoon of salt. However, the average American consumes much more, approximately 3,400 milligrams daily. Reducing salt intake involves being mindful of food labels, choosing fresh and unprocessed foods, and experimenting with herbs and spices to add flavor without relying on salt. 2. Medications. Many commonly used medications can pose risks to liver health, particularly if used improperly or in excessive doses. For example, acetaminophen, also known as paracetamol, a common pain reliever and fever reducer, is generally safe at recommended doses but can cause severe liver damage if taken in excess. The maximum recommended daily dose for adults is typically 4 grams. Exceeding this amount, especially in combination with alcohol or other medications containing acetaminophen, can lead to acute liver failure, a serious condition that may require liver transplantation. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, like ibuprofen and aspirin, also carry risks. While aspirin is often used for its anti-inflammatory and blood-thinning properties, it can cause gastrointestinal issues, including bleeding, and may have detrimental effects on the liver if not used properly. Ibuprofen, while less commonly associated with liver damage compared to acetaminophen, can still pose risks, especially in those with pre-existing liver conditions. It's crucial to avoid self-medicating and to consult healthcare professionals before using these medications, especially if you are already taking other medications or have underlying health conditions. This guidance helps prevent drug interactions and minimizes the risk of adverse effects. 3. Alcohol. Alcohol consumption has significant effects on liver health, even in small amounts. When alcohol is ingested, the liver metabolizes it, converting it into less harmful substances. However, this process produces toxic byproducts that can damage liver cells. This damage can lead to inflammation, fatty liver disease, alcoholic hepatitis, and eventually cirrhosis, where scar tissue replaces healthy liver tissue, impairing the liver's function. The risk of developing alcohol-related liver disease, ALD, increases with the amount and duration of alcohol consumption. For women, consuming more than 1 standard drink per day, and for men, more than 2 standard drinks per day, raises the risk. Binge drinking, defined as consuming 4 or more drinks for women and 5 or more for men within a short period, also significantly contributes to liver damage. There is no universally safe amount of alcohol, as individuals vary in their susceptibility to liver damage due to factors such as genetics, sex, and pre-existing health conditions. Therefore, the best way to prevent alcohol-related liver damage is to limit alcohol intake and, ideally, abstain altogether, especially for those with a history of liver disease or other risk factors. 4. Rice and breads. Refined carbohydrates such as white rice and white bread are quickly processed by the body, leading to rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. These foods are high on the glycemic index, GI, which measures how quickly a food increases blood glucose levels. Consistently consuming high GI foods can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and an increased risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. This condition involves the excessive accumulation of fat in liver cells, which can progress to inflammation, liver damage, and, in severe cases, cirrhosis. To support liver health and prevent these issues, it is advisable to choose lower GI carbohydrates. Whole grains like brown rice, whole wheat bread, and oats are digested more slowly, providing a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream. This helps maintain stable blood sugar levels and reduces the risk of fat accumulation in the liver. Additionally, incorporating a diet rich in fiber from vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains can help manage weight and improve metabolic health, further protecting against liver-related conditions. 5. Sugar. It's not just alcohol and fat that harm the liver. Sugar, particularly fructose, is also a significant culprit. Fructose is a simple sugar found naturally in fruits and vegetables, but is also a major component of high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, commonly added to processed foods and sugary drinks. Excessive consumption of fructose can lead to several liver issues, including non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD. When consumed in large amounts, fructose is rapidly absorbed and metabolized by the liver, where it is converted into fat. This process, called lipogenesis, can result in fat accumulation in liver cells, leading to inflammation and liver damage over time. Studies have shown that high intake of fructose, especially from sweetened beverages, is associated with an increased risk of NAFLD, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. The gut plays a crucial role in initially processing fructose and protecting the liver. However, when the intake of fructose overwhelms the gut's capacity, the excess fructose reaches the liver, causing harmful effects. This can disrupt the gut barrier, allowing toxins to enter the bloodstream and trigger inflammation in the liver. To minimize these risks, it's important to reduce consumption of processed foods and sweetened beverages high in fructose. Instead, opt for whole fruits, which contain fiber that helps slow down the absorption of fructose, mitigating its impact on the liver. Reading product labels to identify hidden sources of fructose, such as HFCS, agave, and other sweeteners, can also help in making healthier dietary choices. For liver health, it's best to consume fructose in moderation and from natural sources like fruits and vegetables, where the fiber content helps manage its absorption and effects on the liver. 6. Dairy products. Consuming dairy products in moderation is crucial for maintaining liver health. Foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese are rich in proteins and fats, which can contribute to fat accumulation in the liver if consumed in large quantities. This can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, a condition characterized by excessive fat storage in liver cells, potentially progressing to more severe liver damage over time. Dairy products are also important sources of calcium and vitamin D, essential for bone health. However, for those concerned about liver health, opting for plant-based alternatives like almond milk, soy milk, or rice milk can be beneficial as they generally contain less fat and are fortified with essential vitamins and minerals. When choosing dairy products, it's advisable to select low-fat or fat-free options. The American Heart Association recommends fat-free milk, 1% low-fat milk, and fat-free or low-fat yogurts and cheeses to reduce the intake of saturated fats, which are linked to higher cholesterol levels and increased cardiovascular risk. Balancing your diet with a variety of foods is crucial to ensure adequate nutrition without overburdening the liver. Incorporating more whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats like those found in nuts and olive oil can support overall liver health and help manage conditions like NAFLD more effectively. 7. Red meat. Consuming red meat in moderation is essential for maintaining liver health and overall well-being. Red meat, which includes beef, pork, and lamb, is a rich source of proteins, vitamins, and minerals. However, it also contains high levels of saturated fats, which can contribute to inflammation and fat accumulation in the liver. This can increase the risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, and other liver-related conditions. Studies have consistently shown that high consumption of red and processed meats is linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular diseases, certain cancers, and higher overall mortality. Processed meats, in particular, are concerning due to their high sodium content and the presence of preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, which further elevate health risks. To mitigate these risks, it is advisable to limit red meat intake to about 500 grams, approximately 17.6 ounces per week, which equates to roughly 5 servings. Choosing lean cuts and preparing them using healthier methods such as grilling, roasting, or baking instead of frying can reduce fat intake. Furthermore, substituting red meat with plant-based proteins like beans, legumes, nuts, and seeds, or other sources like fish and poultry, can offer health benefits. Fish, especially those rich in omega-3 fatty acids, can help improve heart health and provide essential nutrients without the associated risks of red meat. Adopting a diet similar to the Mediterranean diet, which emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and lean proteins, while limiting red meat, can significantly benefit liver health and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. 8. Trans fat. It is essential to avoid the trans fats as much as possible due to their severe impact on liver and overall health. Trans fats, particularly the artificial kind created through a process called hydrogenation, are used to convert liquid oils into solid fats at room temperature. This process is commonly employed to produce margarine and vegetable shortenings, which are frequently found in baked goods, fried foods, and many processed items. Consuming trans fats increases levels of LDL, bad, cholesterol, and decreases HDL, good, cholesterol, leading to an elevated risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. In the liver, trans fats can contribute to inflammation and fat accumulation, potentially leading to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, and cirrhosis over time. Even small amounts of trans fats can accumulate quickly, especially if multiple servings of different foods containing less than 0.5 grams per serving are consumed throughout the day. Therefore, it is critical to read food labels carefully. Look for terms like partially hydrogenated oils, which indicate the presence of trans fats, even if the label claims 0 grams of trans fat per serving. To minimize trans fat intake, prioritize consuming foods with healthy fats such as monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. These healthier fats can be found in oils like olive, canola, and sunflower, as well as in nuts, seeds, and fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. Reducing the consumption of processed and fried foods and choosing whole, unprocessed foods like fruits and vegetables can significantly improve liver health and reduce the risk of associated diseases. 9. Aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by certain types of mold, particularly Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus. These molds can grow on various crops, including corn, rice, peanuts, and tree nuts, especially under conditions of high humidity and temperature. Aflatoxins are highly carcinogenic and pose significant health risks, particularly to the liver. Long-term exposure to aflatoxins can lead to liver cancer, as well as other serious health issues like acute liver damage and immunosuppression. These toxins can contaminate food crops during pre-harvest, harvest, and storage phases. They are resilient and can survive food processing, making them a persistent problem in the food supply. When foods contaminated with aflatoxins are consumed, the liver metabolizes these toxins, which can lead to DNA mutations and increase the risk of cancer development. To reduce exposure to aflatoxins, it is essential to purchase food products from reputable sources and ensure proper storage conditions. This includes keeping food items dry and well sealed and storing them in cool environments to prevent mold growth. Additionally, consumers should discard any foods that show signs of mold, discoloration, or an off smell, as these can indicate the presence of aflatoxins. Peanuts and peanut butter are among the most commonly tested products for aflatoxins, given their frequent contamination and wide consumption. Overall, while aflatoxins are a serious concern, regulatory agencies like the FDA monitor and regulate allowable levels in food products. Nevertheless, consumer vigilance is crucial in minimizing health risks associated with these toxic compounds. 10. Supplements and vitamins. It's crucial to be cautious with the consumption of vitamin A, as excessive intake can be toxic to the liver. Vitamin A, a fat-soluble vitamin, is stored in the liver, and overconsumption can lead to a condition known as hypervitaminosis A. This condition can cause a range of symptoms, including nausea, vomiting, dizziness, blurred vision, and in severe cases, liver damage. Chronic toxicity often arises from the regular intake of high doses of vitamin A, typically from supplements rather than dietary sources. Vitamin A toxicity can manifest acutely with a single large dose, several 100,000 international units, IUs, or chronically with daily doses exceeding 25,000 IUs. Symptoms of chronic toxicity include dry skin, bone pain, and elevated liver enzymes, which indicate liver stress or damage. It can also lead to more serious conditions like bone thinning and teratogenic effects, birth defects, if taken in excessive amounts during pregnancy. To prevent hypervitaminosis A, it is recommended to adhere to the daily intake guidelines: 900 micrograms mcg for adult men and 700 mcg for adult women. It is advisable to obtain vitamin A from food sources such as carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and fortified foods rather than from supplements. For those considering supplements, it is safer to choose products with beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A that the body converts as needed, minimizing the risk of toxicity. In conclusion, while vitamin A is essential for many bodily functions, including vision and immune health, careful management of its intake is necessary to avoid harmful effects on the liver and overall health. Your liver is crucial to your overall health, acting as a filter and detoxifier for your body. The choices you make, from the foods you eat to the supplements you use, can significantly impact its function. We've covered how excessive intake of substances like sugar, alcohol, trans fats, and high doses of certain vitamins, such as vitamin A, can damage the liver. It's important to practice moderation and choose natural, whole foods to support a healthy liver. To protect your liver and maintain overall well-being, prioritize a balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, and lean proteins. Hydration and regular physical activity are also key components of a healthy lifestyle. Additionally, if you're considering adding supplements to your regimen, consult with a healthcare professional to ensure they are appropriate and beneficial for your specific needs. Taking these steps can help keep your liver and body in optimal health. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips and information. Take care of your liver, and it will take care of you. See you in the next video.